Hello everyone, today just do a little resin pour today. So instead of actually throwing it in the bin, I've decided to take it aside and actually use it within my resin pour for today because I don't like waste, and since I've been using eyeshadows to use in resin, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to use it. So this palette is, I've no idea if they still sell it, as you can tell it's pretty old. It's the Romantic palette. It did me pretty well when I was 16. MUA is a really good makeup brand to use when you're quite young because it's really inexpensive, cruelty free, and all these other little bits and pieces. I'm sure there's other reviews about it somewhere online that will do it justice rather than me just using it in a resin pour. As you can tell, these are a lot of browns and natural colours, so I'm kind of hoping to go for a stony look with this. Yeah, what I'm going to do is quickly mix up my colours and materials and then we'll just get started really. Okay, so I've reached a predicament where I've only realised I've got 5 pots of paper pots to put the actual resin in, other than my mixing pots, but I want to reserve them for mixing. So what I've decided to do is, because all these are quite similar and there's a couple shades like this one and this one pretty much are the same, as well as these two. I won't be able to do colour for every single one, but because some of them are very similar, like there's definitely at least 1 or 2, or at least 2 or 3 within the same kind of colour wheel section, I will be using for each pot. And also I can reuse a pot again. I'll just have to be very quick with using the resin. I generally do tend to have about an hour with this resin. Okay. What we have here is 5 different colours. I actually managed to use the whole palette. A lot of them were actually very slightly different, but either matte or shimmer. So I've kind of just pushed them into each other. I have got 3 of the bigger single ones left over on that. So what I've got is a nice light creamy colour. It looks a lot darker in the image, but it is actually a lot lighter. Then we've got a darker cream colour, it's kind of more of a brown. Switching to a golden coppery colour. It looks rather red because it's in a red pot, but it's not actually red. A nice purple, like a really dark purple, and then just a blacky silver with a bit of brown in it. So that is my selection of colours. I'm just going to move things about, put the canvas on, and then get creative. I don't know how to say it. I have gone as high as I can that my tripod is allowed to go. I will try my best to show you everything. It's going to be a bit more difficult because it's such a big canvas. Okay, I'm going to go for the darkest colour first. And I'm just going to pour around just because. I have found that with eyeshadows where it's not all the same shade within one pot, you do have to keep on mixing it just before, when you mix up it with the resin, and also with before pouring it. It's mostly because I think because the pigmentation is slightly higher and lower, as in like it's more concentrated. So obviously some are going to float to the top and separate, and others are going to just sit down and do its own thing. Completely missed it then. Nice bit of gold now. I have noticed this gold is a lot thicker than the rest of it. so far I'm rather liking it. I'm just going to quickly put on the hairdryer. So this is your hairdrying warning because it's quite loud. Okay, looking pretty cool already. I say that with all my paintings. Generally when I am doing my resin pours, I don't really have anything in mind. I just go off the colours and it just kind of happens when I pour it on. I have noticed there's a lot of gold, so I'm going to have to go back over with some of the other colours. Because the gold actually is really nice and thick. Because there's no white, I do have to be careful with the amount. Quite liking the fact I can see bits of the old canvas underneath. So far I am liking it. I do think I need to keep on putting layers on top and then the hairdryer on top of that. So I'm just going to go in with the black, or actually purple or black. So I'll put some lighter colour, a little bit more lighter colours, and then put some more darker shades on top. Because believe it or not, I think for once I've actually made too much of the colour. I'm really liking this purple over here that it's done. That it's decided to do because of the heat gun. Okay, I'm halfway through my hour time. I don't know where it's gone. I think I've just been talking most of it and then trying to decide what to do. Okay. Actually really liking it. There's a bit of orange towards the bottom. It does look a lot better from my perspective because of the reflection of the light, because you can't see it so well because of the reflection. But I am just going to cover up this last bit over here. I'm actually going to leave it like that. I really like it. It's very geometric. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it. Please give this video a like. I will update you on the outcome of this because it does seem to quite want to change a lot. It interacts with its surroundings. I really like the fact that I did do 2 or 3 layers on top of it. So the first layer was pretty much all hair drying and then just putting lines through and allowing it to react. But just a simple little thing that you can get out of everyday eyeshadows. So yeah, Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below what you thought, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye now.